COVID-19 has not just upended the entire campaign trail. It's more importantly left hundreds of thousands of families grieving right across America and Canada. Here is a look back at the horrifying pace of the U.S. coronavirus crisis and how it's been managed under the Trump administration.
It's heartbreaking, dying alone. That's something that I just, it breaks my heart.
It's probably another day I don't cry.
January 21st, the first positive U.S. case. A Washington state man in his 30s who'd recently traveled to Wuhan, China, where the outbreak began.
We have it under control. It's going to be just fine.
A lot of people think that goes away in April with the heat.
But this virus was neither temperate nor tempered.
The person who died was a patient at Evergreen Hospital. It was a male in his 50s.
Autopsy later revealed the first death was actually 3 weeks earlier. A California woman who died February 6th.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
In just over 7 weeks, the virus spread to over 120 countries.
The worst is yet ahead for us.
March 13th, 52 days after the first confirmed U.S. case, the president said he grasped the gravity.
Up to $50 billion in our shared fight against this disease.
Pandemic lockdowns left more than 10 million Americans filing for unemployment.
We have to get rid of this. We have to win this war, and ideally quickly.
It's the Wild West out here. There's no federal plan for this, so every state is on their own.
As the virus raged across all 50 states.
Today is kind of getting worse and worse. We had to get a refrigerated truck to store the bodies.
We're fighting the virus, and we're fighting fear.
That fear crept into Canada. March 21st, the longest undefended border was closed to non-essential travel.
We will be denying entry to Canada to people who are not Canadian citizens or permanent residents.
By April 2nd, the virus had spread to every continent except Antarctica, and the U.S. had more coronavirus cases than anywhere in the world. May 27, 100,000 Americans dead.
I've never been against masks, but I do believe they have a time and a place.
By September 22nd, that COVID death count doubled.
The idea of 200,000 deaths is really very sobering and in some respects stunning.
We did everything together. It's hard. More than half of my family is gone.
There are still people saying it's no big deal.
It affects virtually nobody. It's an amazing thing.
After months of downplaying its severity, an early morning tweet on October 2nd confirmed the president was infected.
It looks like I'm immune. Nobody really knows, but I'm immune.
His reckless personal conduct since his diagnosis, the destabilizing effect it's having on our government, is unconscionable.
With at least 34 aides also testing positive, the White House outbreak was traced to one super spreader event.
Don't let it dominate you. Don't be afraid of it. You're going to beat it.
While the president recovered, the resurgence gained strength.
And unfortunately, the president doesn't get that. He don't care.
The long-predicted second wave is here as he seeks a second term.